real. We're keeping things coming back to back, so the people don't be talking smack. Who's there winning? Who's there winning? Oh yeah, is it Zeno? Yeah, believe it or not, yeah, I got 'em in the spot. Welcome back. Zeno's back, Zeno's back, Zeno's back. Yes, I am back. Now, you might have saw the title and got a little confused. You might have said, what? How to keep your kid in line? Yep, these are some suggestions because some of you may have trouble with your child in line. Now, some will tell you a good left hook or a good right hook is a good way to do it. I mean, that's the old school way of doing things, and I'm here to tell you, you don't have to do that. Don't need a left and right hook to get it done. All you need is love. All you need is love. That is true. You don't need to hit a child. Some of you may disagree, but you don't need to hit a child. Don't need to. And I'm not saying that to be correct for the analytics. You don't need to hit a child. You don't. Although they make you want to. Some of them can make you want to knock them out. But you don't need to do it. Here are the key factors that you need to understand when it comes to keeping a child in line. It starts early. Meaning that from ages 2, 3, 4, whatever, they have to know you are the boss. You are in charge. What you say go. That has to go down without a question or a doubt. Oh yeah, man, it's crazy because I made those videos like yesterday, so they feel old to me, but everybody just saw them today. But yeah, I'm just like, man, the blue thing. Oh yeah, that was yesterday. So you have to understood, Papa don't play no mess. Mama don't either. Pops used to give you a look. Hey boy. If he give you that look, your head might get knocked off your shoulder. There's a chance. This look dangerous. He don't look like he's playing. Maybe I should stop. Whatever it is that I'm doing. So childs learn right away. In the first 7 years of a child, they're testing to see what they can get away with and what they cannot. If you start after age 7, you've already screwed up. It's not going to work. So now, well, some kids, they automatically are more kind or giving. And it's not all children, but some of those children, you have to break in half to break this stuff down. So now, once you get past 7, it's too late. So step 1 is start early. And how do you do that? Start setting bedtimes for your children. You have a certain time, 9 p.m. Most parents do 9 p.m. 9 p.m. bedtime. You train them to go to bed at a reasonable hour, so that they'll start getting tired around 9 o'clock and they start going to bed. Start them early. The same way you start them early on potty training, the same way you start them early on everything else. Start them early. Now, step 2, in keeping the child in line, stop rewarding bad behavior. Make sure you write that down. Step 2, stop rewarding bad behavior. If your child do something wrong, you don't reward them later on. If your child is doing something wrong and you know he's doing something wrong, you don't reward him later on for doing basically bad things. If he needs candy money for candy and he just did something really bad and you put him on punishment, or saying that he's flunking all of his tests, and then you still give him candy money, you're rewarding bad behavior, so they won't take it seriously. Because they know I'm still going to get what I want to get anyway. So why the hell should I care? So if you want them to respect what you're saying, you have to stop rewarding bad behavior. Part 3, be in unison. The child is very smart. The child know if mom says no, dad will say yes. If dad say no, I know mom gonna say yes. Y'all have to be in unison. I don't have to be looking on the road when I'm parked. But thank you. Appreciate it. Rule number 3. Meaningful punishments. Punishments don't mean beatings. Meaningful punishments, meaning no 5-minute punishments. Don't punish a child for 5 minutes and then say, okay, time's up. No, it don't work that way. If they're on punishment, depends on what they did. 1 week, 2 weeks. All the pleasures they might like, going to hang out with their friends, all that stuff is off the table. You're going to be in these 4 walls all day long. Well, from now on, that's what kids like anyway. So, no cell phone, no video games and stuff like that. Take that away, and then they're going to want to behave. These are the way you keep your child in line. If not, your child will run you. And you'll be running around like a chicken with your head cut off. So you don't need to hit a child. These are key factors, 3 key factors into keeping your child in line. Oh, you ain't got to be nice. Nice ain't got nothing to do with it. You got to be nice. You do it because I said so. Ain't no nice to it. It's because I said so. Well, I got to do it. Never. See, that's another thing people do that they make a big mistake on. You could put this as number 4 of the rule. Don't blur the lines between parent and child. Meaning you got most parents that carry on like buddy parents. They want to be their child's friend or best friend. No, you are the parent. You are the disciplinarian. That is your job. It's to prepare them for life when they leave and get old enough. That's your job, to raise your children. Don't blur those lines. Because then they start thinking they're grown too. You're their buddy, not their parent. And then once you go to that level, then the levels of disrespect get stronger and stronger. Which could lead to physical confrontations. So you have to check this stuff early before it gets out of control.
Sorry, I almost ran.
It's all right. Right. You can be the best friend, but also, you got to remember, that's your father. Could be your best friend, but you got to also know that's your mother. It's towing the line. It's unacceptable. So write that down as number 4. Now look at that. A man with no children then told you all of these things that are 100% the truth. Why? Because I've seen and I've learned from households to households to households. I have seen this. From my cousins all the way down the line. Then I have cousins that don't play. They're like, they still doing it the old school way. I got cousins that can't even watch rated R movies. I'm like, all right, you keeping it old school. I like that. That's what I want. Because for me, that means, a lot of structure, because it's all for the child. See, they don't know it's for their own benefit. And no one says it's easy, because it's hard. Everything's hard. Shit, life is hard. Nothing's easy, because a lot of times most parents are not even home. They gotta stay with grandma, or grandmas are always like that. Grandmas is always the soft touch, while the parents are the hard disciplinarians, and everybody go running to grandma. I used to know, man, I can get over with grandma, but I knew not to play with my mama. But I knew grandma was a soft touch. I knew what I can get away with grandma. That just goes to show you don't have to have kids to know how to do something. Ask anybody who got children that's listening to this. Anything I said was wrong. They're going to be, you are 100% on the money. So I'm just letting you know to give you the full gist of it. I've seen it, buddy. Like a 20-inch beam. Seen them. And it don't mean the kids are bad. There ain't no such thing. It's just that they're going to do, kids always going to do what they feel they're allowed to or what they can get away with. Well, we already, as kids, we know who's not strong. Some people don't feel comfortable disciplining children. Now, see, I grew up in the era where, you can catch a right hook and a left hook. But you don't even have to do that anymore. They're so reliable on electronics. Now, just the threat of turning off the internet would drive someone insane. That's an easy fix. Remember my buddy's like, well, you had kids, and then you see. I'm like, okay, believe you me. I'm going to run that thing like Major Payne. 5 o'clock. It's 5 a.m. Get up. I'm only going to tell you once. I'm running that thing like Major Payne. So my kid going to hate my guts. He going to have a whole bunch of stories to say about me. My kid will tell you he can't stand me. But you know what? He gonna be successful with renting, owning his own building, talking this story. Yeah, I got this building. It ain't because of him. He made me sick. Yeah, I got about 5 corporations, but I caught the belt in the hanger. That's probably how you end up rooting for them Jets. He probably found out. The Jets! No, Shell was talking like that, so she was saying.
That will be up
She
here
was
on
saying,
the right side in aisle 2.
Oh, thank you very much.
because she's having trouble
Thank you.
with her youngest son. That's the craziness. So she's like group text all of us. And she's having trouble with him. But I'm like, he's got an older sister and a brother, but that's what happens when you have kids like almost 20 years apart. She was like probably 38 when she had him. So now he's feeling like he can run things and do things. He big, bad, and bold now. Because he 14, 15. So she's about 38 when she had him. She about to be about 60 now. Shell was like my auntie. She my cousin, but she was like my auntie. She older than them. She their age. I'm like, oh, hey, Shell. She was on social media. Lord, give me strength. And I was like, give you strength. See, the thing is, when you have children that old, I'm starting to see a trend that this generation then got softer. I'm just like, wait a minute. These are the same people that used to choke people out. Now he getting away with everything. That's how my cousin was with his brother. Like, are you kidding me? What I had to go through? Y'all letting him skate. Y'all done got soft. And they blamed him. They was like, well, you supposed to help. He's like, I can't believe this. And now this new era of generations of having children now. So yeah, it takes a village, man. It takes a village. It takes everybody participating and helping out. But if somebody don't appreciate the help, that's another problem. When people try to help and do things and people be, oh, that's okay, we got it. This is what we do here. This is what we want to do. Well, I'm like, well, if you don't want no help, I mean, I've tried to help like 4 times. Now, if you just gonna tell me what you gonna do anyway, then why am I here? You might as well do it. I will never tell anybody how to raise their children. Raise them how you see fit. All I can do is give some advice that is relatable. And this is not for the people that have kids already. This is for people who's about to have kids or may have them in the future. Because remember, what is step 1? Start early. Past 7 years, you done already screwed up. Whatever damage you have done at that point, it's going to take a lot of undoing. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, that's what I'm saying. This is all to help, not to put down. No one's trying to put down a parent or make somebody seem like they're bad. It's all to help. The plan is for them to be helped. That's what it's about, helping someone. Not the other way around.
Hi there. Okay, how are you? All right.
No. Because, let me put this down. What y'all arguing about Kyrie again? What do you say, Drew?
Excuse me.
I don't know what he asked me. I was too busy talking and grabbing stuff. Uh, Not at all, really. Mm-mm. Not for me. Yeah, I heard what 21 said. All right, we'll figure it out, I guess, when we get there. Man, everybody getting hostile in the chat. That is crazy. Well, here's the thing. Shell has to understand something. She's having her own grandchildren. When you're in your late 30s or 40s, if you have a kid, then you just had your own grandchild. So you're not raising them as a young parent. You're raising him as someone who has basically went through everything, and now you ain't gonna be having the energy to deal with a young child. That's something they have to think about when they're having children at such a young age. I mean, an older age. For men, it's different. But for a woman, that's gonna be hectic on them. No. You said I need 3 more. Yeah, man, I had to load up on the TP, man. See, people who never lived out of mama's house, things they take for granted, like, like toilet paper, buying little things that grandma and mama always took care of. But you got to get that on your own. Something else. That's what else I need to get to. Detergent. Oh, you know me, I like to grab everything while I'm in the store. I don't want to come back out and make 50 runs like my ex-girlfriend's mother. I almost ran her over with my car. Getting up out of there. They know I do not like being in the store all day long. I don't know how they do it. They would spend like 2, 3, maybe even 4 hours in the store. Not me. I get what I'm supposed to get and get out. Hmm. I think it's 20 by 30. Hey. Eminem and GTA movie. That'll be cool. They can actually get him to finish it.
$53.72.
All right.
I think you need to put inch
Right.
upside down.
Then I'll be like, why do y'all even have that?
Upside
That's
down.
what they're gonna. It's outside now.
Upside down. Then now you can remove your card.
You need to throw that in the bag. Thanks.
Yeah.
Woo! Oh yeah. Feeling good. Feeling good. Yep, I do. It's nice and brisk out here, baby. Woo! Brooklyn style. Ah! Woo! We roll shakers in Vegas. Oh! Now, no, that's what I'm saying. Because I know I don't have the time right now to dedicate to parenthood. But if I do decide to have children, and that's where I'm going, I already know the type of parent I'm going to be. Because I know me. I know what's instilled in me. It's not like I ain't gonna never let my child have any fun. That'll never happen. But I've been raised differently. With the Papa don't take no mess. What's Papa say is law. Mom said, I said no. But Mom, I said no. And Mama don't like it. Mama can get in timeout too. Remember rule number 2, gotta be in unison. United front. The child will play one off the other. You don't understand it, well, you should. You have to ask yourself, instead of focusing on that, you focus and say, well, is what he's saying is absolutely correct. And other people on here who have children has told you, you are 100% on everything that you're saying. So if I'm actually 100%, then that should definitely say, well, let me try to apply this and write this down. See, we worry about the messenger instead of the message. Right. That's number 3. Be assertive. That doesn't mean harming a child or hitting them. Assertive means making sure they know you ain't playing no game. By punishment. Stand down on those punishments. No 5-minute punishments. Don't reward bad behavior. So that's number 3, remember? Don't reward bad behavior. Got to be assertive. They were supposed to go to a bowling alley on Friday and they failed the test. Guess what? You're not going to the bowling alley with your friends. But Mom, nope, not going. You don't reward bad behavior. You don't have to hit children no more. I'm like, dude, people don't realize that. You don't really have to hit nobody no more. Now, if you ain't follow these steps, early in their life, in the past 7 years, then yeah, it might be time for a left and right. Y'all gonna be in there, sit, sit, sit. Oh, okay, yeah. See how you eat the mark. I ain't burned you yet. You don't have to hit nobody. Now they so self-sufficient on technology, you unplug anything like, no internet, no phone. They probably fall out. They would probably fall out. As they become teenagers, even as they become teenagers, you check that at the door. They know how, by a teen, they should know, okay, he don't play. They should know that already coming through the door. As a teen, okay, he don't play games. Because he ain't been playing games for the past 13 years of my life. I know what I can do and what I can't do. So I can get all boisterous as a teen as I want. He ain't going. So, as I told you, in the first 7 years of their life, that's when you start the discipline. Meaning, structure. 9 o'clock bedtime. Now, you can do it what you want, but most parents do 9 o'clock, I've seen. Having them on a schedule, going to sleep. You eat at this time of the day. Then you go into bed at 9 o'clock, no matter what. Start them that early. They know at this time, I go to bed at this time. Now, when they get older, around 7, they're going to want to push it or stay up. Then it's up to you as a parent. Say, hey, you might get 15, 30 minutes more, but that's it. It's bedtime. You're going to bed. So you got to set those things early in their life, in the first 7 years. There you go, Lee. That's what I'm talking about. You got to do that. And right, people don't like positive reinforcement is good when you see your child is really striving. Your child is really striving to do the work, or they trying to do good in school and they want to show it. They want to see that thing go in the refrigerator. No matter how ugly the thing is, I'm putting it up there for positive reinforcement. They need that. There's no one saying just beat them down all day, just coming down on them. You got to give them some positive reinforcement. Like, man, this schoolwork is where it's at. You know, they make them want to do good in school, even though it's all for them. They think they're doing it for you, but it's really all for them. They can find their passions and loves later in life. My daughter, my broke best friend. Well, it takes two. It takes a team. That's why I said make sure it's all together. You know, like I said, when mom says something, dad has to bag mom up on it. Or they gotta talk. Have a discussion and say, hey, we both united on this. All right, let's go. There's no wiggle room. Kids are smart. They know how to go get mom, go get dad, and switch the stories around. And mom said I could go. But kids know when there's no communication and what they can get away with and what they can't. They're smart. They put this together. They spend their whole life pushing borders to see what they can get away with and what they can't. And if they say, oh, my parents are soft, or I got one parent that's soft, I can pull this on, that's all I need. Oh, they're not communicating? Great. I can pull this off. Kids do that. So you have to stay diligent. Because when you teach them this structure, they should be learning. Him or her, ironing their own clothes, making their own bed, washing their own clothes. At 13, they should be doing this. If not, you're enabling. Well, it's not helping them. Well, here's the thing. My grandmother used to do that with me. She used to make our beds without me asking at all. My bed would be made. As soon as I get up in the morning, I go in the bathroom, I come out, my bed made. I'd be like, man, I want to do it myself so I can get good at it. And then washing my clothes, she washed all the clothes in the house. Because while you going to school or everything else, she's washing clothes. My grandmother was mostly at home all the time. She was a housewife the majority of her time. She had a little minor job, a little part-time job of cleaning. But other than that, 9 times out of 10, she was at home. So, exactly, clothes duty. Because you're thinking about it. You're not thinking at that time, but you got to be thinking. When your kid is 13, 5 more years, they're graduating from high school. And you think that you got a long time, and you really don't. So in 5 years, it's going to be a culture shock to them when they don't iron their clothes, don't make their beds, they don't wash their own clothes. How are they going to survive in college? Someone's going to do that for them? Or you're just going to be preparing, or are you going to be preparing children to live with you till they're 45 and 50 years old? Be like Chaz Reinhold. Ma, the meatloaf. There you go. See, we tried to do stuff like that, but then they try to call the cops on us for doing stuff like that. Like, you can't do that in this area. I'm like, huh? Can't? Do you have a license? I'm like, a license. In the hood, you gotta have a license to have a lemonade stand and stuff like that. But in the burbs, oh, look at the little kids. They're learning their entrepreneur little hearts out. If that wasn't a sign that things were different. Yeah, well, yeah. Well, people can do what they feel, you know. Well, they have to. You got to prepare them. Shoot, are you kidding? If my grandmother wasn't fading my clothes, they trust me, nothing to get you washing your clothes more than seeing your clothes getting faded. She done washed them with some of everything, and she ain't checking to see what kind of fabrics, what fabrics can go with what. You come in there, your favorite shirt is dingy. You be, what the hell? Don't touch my clothes. I will wash them. So stick to those rules, and they should help you guys down the line. I'm going to go in here and start getting things prepared, make me some tea, and relax. Carcino is out.